latest on Typhoon Jebi, still a super typhoon according to the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre. At their latest update they'll be going with 150 miles an hour and a pressure of 926 millibars. It's at 21.9 north, 136.5 degrees east at 5 AM Japan time on this September 2nd. You can see it's still a stage 8 on the CDPS scale, which means catastrophic damage is possible wherever the storm tracks if it stayed at this intensity. It won't obviously, but just to give you an idea, 362 miles from Iwoto, 428 from Daitoshima and 756 from Miyazaki on the island of Kyushu. And as you can see, just a little bit further to most of those other cities in southern and central Japan. No warnings in effect right now because it's right in the middle of the ocean, but as you can see it's poised to head off towards the northwest and then north and then curving around towards the northeast, where it'll go on to affect the Japanese islands in some way, shape or form. This is what we expect according to the GFS model, which isn't too different from all of the other models right now, so this should give us a decent guide as to what we expect from Jebi over the next few days. The Ryukyu Islands pretty much getting away with it, Kyushu just about as well, but the main island, Honshu, is going to have the bulk of this storm by the time it arrives early to mid next week. Now, it's probably going to be somewhere to the east of Osaka, but we really can't say exactly where the storm is going to impact just yet, and pretty much all of that area, Osaka eastwards and possibly a little bit west as well, is on notice. Sea surface temperatures are very warm as well, 28 to 29 degrees Celsius, all the way up until its potential landfall zone. So that's not going to be an issue at all. Here's another look at the wind model now, showing what we expect. You can see the small Daito Islands there, just about getting tropical storm force winds, quite clearly actually, and then through the rest of the island, Shikoku and Honshu getting the main course of Jebi by the time it arrives at whatever intensity it may be. We'll speculate on that in a moment, but we do expect it will still be of significant typhoon strength, so that is certainly what everyone there should be preparing for. And another weak low pressure system moving in mid next week there as well. These are now the percentage chances of tropical storm force winds. There's some of the locations again, 41 at Hiroshima, that's percentage chances, 74% in Osaka and 71 in Nagoya, and those percentages will continue to rise as the storm draws ever nearer. And these are what the models are saying coming off that peak, and pretty much all of the models now saying that it will continue a steady weakening trend, but the majority there saying it will still be category 2 or 3 by the time it makes landfall in Japan. Wind shear will be on the rise in just over a day, and there you can see the track. It's pretty good agreement that it's going to fall in between Osaka and Nagoya, but that is what the models are saying at the minute. There could be some divergence away from that. They could shift west or indeed east. Now this is what it's looking like on the satellite imagery in recent frames. You can see the eye is certainly not what we used to see, and it is in some sort of transition right now, and possibly a new eye emerging in the next few frames, and it looks like it may well be a large eye maybe emerging out of Jebi. That's just speculation on my part. Either way, there could be a small window of intensification if it does weaken some more, as it has trouble with that eye. But still, the threat remains very large and hasn't diminished for the Japanese islands. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com, with you at any time. You can also find our YouTube page if you're not there already, subscribed hopefully, and you can also follow our Facebook page, search Force 13 all in text. Videos are now there as well, and you can follow us on Twitter at Force13 is our handle, and it's hashtag F13Sulik if you'd like to draw our attention to anything in future live events or whatnot. You can also help the project become even better by becoming a patron with its various rewards that come with that feature as well. And you can add me personally, Fool13 at extension 9094 on Discord, and Force13 on Skype for tropical weather chat.